Tonight's DJNTV show is sponsored in part by Electro Voice, DJ Event Planner, ADJ, NLFX Professional, Promo Only, Newmark, and DJNTV Insiders.
Remember when you were in high school and all that gossip was going around and you heard some juicy stories and you thought, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? No, she didn't. And then the rumor was about you. What's up, my good vibe DJ tribe? This Ask Kilma question is fantastic, and I'm so glad that they asked it because this is something we all experience, whether we're in high school, in our career, family life, you name it, it happens. The question is, Kilma, how do you deal with the rumor mill? There are some questionable rumors going on about me right now that I feel like are made to sabotage my abilities to get future gigs. I don't know what to do. I feel like I need to defend myself. Rumors go about. And when they start happening to us, when we start experiencing people spreading gossip about ourselves, it is a whole new ballgame. Sometimes the rumors are so ridiculous that you know there's no way in hell anyone is ever going to believe it, and you can just laugh about it and let it go. But there are those rumors that can start coming around about you that, again, are untrue, but believable, or just so juicy that people want to gobble it up. So I want to tell you a few ways that you can go around dealing with the rumor mill. I've got some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is you probably can't do much about it. The good news is you probably don't have to do much about it. So let's start with the number one thing. When we are experiencing some sort of trauma, some sort of, anger or sadness or some sort of emotional response to a situation and we're freaked out, this is not the best time to react or respond. So this is where I'm going to tell you to do something that your therapist would probably tell you to do. Go journal. Go write it down. It doesn't have to be clear. It doesn't have to make sense, but just start journaling all the things that are going on, how you're feeling, the things that you want to say to these people, the things that you want to say to let people know this rumor isn't true, so that you give it a place and time and you're not actually responding in the emotion in the moment and sounding unprofessional. Now, where there are definitely going to be situations in which damage control is important, it might not always work to your advantage. So this is why I say start with the journaling, sit on those feelings, those words, and then you can move on to number 2. Make a plan. Let's say, for example, the rumor going on about you was that you didn't even show up to the DJ gigs that you get booked for. Now, maybe this gig that you apparently did not show up for was because you weren't actually booked for the event. But that's not what everybody else thinks, because your name was on the flyer and you didn't show up for the gig. This is where you gotta kind of go back and see what exactly went on. So maybe a promoter got in touch with you, asked you to play an event, and you said, I'm real sorry, man, but I am not available. Maybe there was a misunderstanding there. They thought you were, but you weren't. So now you can actually go back into the messages, take a screenshot of that situation, and contact that promoter. Now, when I say make a plan, that also means thinking about what exactly you're going to say before you send it. And sometimes this actually means sitting on that little mini paragraph that you're going to send to the promoter for a day, or show a friend that you trust. The reason why is because, again, sometimes when we're in these states where we're feeling super emotional about what has just unraveled, that we need some chill time so that what we're saying makes sense and we're not reacting again to their responses. Number 3, this is where damage control is really wonderful, because say, for example, in this situation that I'm talking about where some people that you were booked, but you weren't, you can go to that promoter and now say, hey man, notice there was a bit of a misunderstanding. Hoping you can clear this up for everyone, as obviously you didn't mean to put me on the lineup, as this message here says I am not available. If you could clear that up, that would be so great. Thanks so much. Now, with a message like that, it's diplomatic, it's professional, it allows them to do the damage control instead of you trying to defend yourself. And in misunderstandings like that, I feel as a professional, if somebody sent me a message like that, I would of course want to fix the situation and appreciate the fact that they were so diplomatic and didn't just run on Facebook and start bashing me over a little misunderstanding. Now, there may be situations where this just isn't an option, or you ask them to do this and they still have no interest in fixing the situation. I try to keep in mind that, one, this was a lesson learning experience. It just told you who you do not want to work with in the future. Two, this is something that is going to happen to other people. 100%. I cannot tell you how many situations I've been in where I've worked with promoters and chosen never to work with them again because of the unprofessional behavior. Now, that might mean that that person turns around because I've stood up for myself and starts bashing me to other people. That is of no concern of mine, because I know at the end of the day, when I'm working with other individuals, we're going to be professional. We're going to make sure our artists get paid. We're going to make sure the work is split 50-50. We're going to make sure that we're being professional about the way we're putting ourselves out there. You have to trust the fact that if this is who somebody is, if they're going to spread rumors, if they're going to cause drama, then you're not going to be the only one they're going to do it to. And eventually, months, weeks, days, or in some cases, years later, people are going to see who they are. So we just gotta focus on the bigger and better projects going on. Don't give too much energy into these situations. And again, just think about the amazing things you're gonna do and start putting your energy into that. I mean, I remember not too long ago, a situation happened that really bums me out, and I just decided, you know what? I was angry, I journaled, now I'm gonna go work on some music. And by the end of the night, I'd send it off to a label. By the end of the week, that label was like, we wanna take your tune, and I'm thinking this crappy situation just turned into something positive, because yeah, maybe I'll never work with this person and they're super unprofessional and they're gonna spread rumors about me, but I'm looking at the bigger picture. I'm trying to get my music out there. I'm trying to get outside of my own little local scene. So sometimes just redirecting that energy somewhere else is going to be life-saving for your emotional well-being. Hope you found this one helpful. And I wish you lots of luck and positive vibes and good energy, and just keep getting out there and taking risks and finding your good vibe. DJ Tribe. If you guys have your Ask Kilma questions, make sure you send them to me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or if you'd like to stay anonymous, you can also email me beats@kilmamusic.com.